Hi everyone, it's almost that time of year again, church camp time. Church camp is always a very special time in our congregation's history, and we've got a lot of wonderful campers and staff members from the church that have gone to camp for years now. And we've put this video together just to kind of give you a little taste of what church camp is like, and also get a chance to talk to several of the people who have been involved through the years. Mainly, we really would like for you to make a decision to come to church camp with us. If you're a parent and you're listening to this, we'd love for you to think about sending your kid to camp. If you're one of our kids, ages basically 8 through 20, you're welcome to come to church camp with us. We have a wonderful time. It's a spiritual week. It's a fun week. It's a great time, as you're going to hear from some of the people very quickly. You're going to hear about some of the teamwork and just the relationship that we have built together within our congregation. It's a great time. Hope you come to camp, and I also hope that you enjoy the video. Have a good afternoon. I probably started going to church camp at Northwestern Ohio Christian Youth Camp when I was about 10 or 12 years old. Can't even really remember how old I was when I went, but I've gone for a long time. And we had a lot of fun back at camp. And some of the basic lessons that I've probably learned that I still use today, I was taught many of those lessons at church camp. But I think mainly the friendships, the relationship that I've had with other campers and staff members, that's really what kind of started me off early on, and why I've continued to go back to NWOCYC all these years later. It's the relationships that I've built over the years. Nikki and Drew have gone to church camp since they were real little kids. It's been a great opportunity for them to be able to grow, and I've seen them to be able to grow into mature Christians because of their time at church camp. I've seen them also take opportunity to rededicate their lives because of the lessons, just the atmosphere, the whole setting of church camp, and it's been a special place for our congregation as well for our family.
Katie has a lot of friends from camp that she has met throughout the years. Some are adults, some are her age, some are younger, and she's friends with them on Facebook. She's grown closer to God. She's grown closer to other Christians. She can't wait to go every year. She looks forward to it, and if you haven't ever been, give it a try, and truly put your best foot forward in trying to have a good time. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody needs Jesus. Everybody in the whole wide world.
Last year, we had another one of our young guys. In fact, Charles, you just got back into town over the weekend, and I know church camp was a huge impact on him last year. And it's just, in fact, even being away in Dubai, he couldn't wait to get back to be able to come to church camp with us. And camp has that kind of effect on people. Just all we can say is give it a try. Give it a try and see what you think, and see if it doesn't help to build your relationship with God.
Everybody in the whole wide world, everybody needs Jesus. Everybody has a right to know. Prince Charles has a right to know. Omar and Fidel Castro, starving people in Nigeria.
We have a very fine camp run by professional people who are well schooled in the Bible, and every year we see our kids coming back, and they're full of enthusiasm about the camp. Their wealth of knowledge just grows year by year. We see that even people come back and are baptized into Christ and are still very faithful, and we have a very fine group of young people here. As a result, that really helps contribute to this as well as our own teaching program here.
Everybody needs Jesus. Everybody in the wide world. Everybody needs Jesus. Everybody has a right to know. Little children have a right to know. Their hearts need Jesus as their bodies grow. Moms and dads have a need.
As a preacher, it's so important to be able to help in any way of being able to foster a better relationship with God. And church camp has always been a great way to do that. People see themselves and their walk with God just in a different way. The activities that we do, the quote-unquote persecution of the campers that we do every year, it's just a great opportunity for kids to really see God in a different light that they don't see inside of our church building.
Love of the Lord. Just a little more hope in the Spirit. Just a little more time. Everybody needs Jesus. Everybody in the whole wide world. Everybody needs Jesus. Everybody has a right to know. They need Jesus. Everybody needs Jesus.
One of the best times that we've had at camp, one of our greatest experiences, was in 2010. We had probably our largest group of kids and staff members from our congregation that went to camp that year. And it was so neat because I think we had about 3 baptisms there at camp, and then also we had another baptism as soon as we came home. And I've really seen a big change in our congregation, especially in our youth group, after that particular year. There were so many kids that we really came to know in a much better light because of their time at church camp that year. And it was really after that time that our kids, our teenagers, started sitting together up toward the front of the auditorium, which, as for a preacher, I've said it before, I mean, that's just such an inspiration for me to get up in the pulpit and to look down to my left and see all those kids sitting there. And it's a great experience as a preacher, but also just as a worker in our congregation, to see them do that. And I'm sure there's some other kids out there that haven't gone with us, and you can have the same impact on camp with you this year.
Regardless of anyone else does.
I didn't really want to come to camp 3 years ago. I was 15 years old, but I ended up coming because my church begged me to, and so
Yes, we did.
I ended up coming, and I was baptized that year.
You go. I wanna love you regardless if anyone else does.
3 years ago was where I realized what it really means to have a real relationship with God. Not just go to church because it's something you should do.
You were baptized at church camp. What was your reasoning? Why'd you do it there?
Because we had the fake terrorist attack, and we realized how lucky we were.
How lucky we were?
Star in the night, you're my manna from heaven, you're my fountain fountain of life. You are my oil, you're my healing, my constant delight. You're my shepherd protecting.
I'd have to say that the fire circle is probably my favorite place on that whole campground. You just feel so near to God.
And we do awesome singing. Never we're in the fire circle or we're in the chapel. And it's really amazing to me of how everybody sings out of their heart.
Everything I have I give to you. You are my sun in the morning, my star in the night. You're my manna from heaven, you're my fountain of life. You are my oil, you're my healing, my constant delight.
It's where I connected with all of our youth here, and that's where our youth group started to really take off. We all got so close, and it's just so nice to know that I always have people here and at camp and just people to hold me accountable and to always be here for me in Christian love. And that's what church camp means to me, so you should go.
I feel your presence deep inside of me. Well, I want to love you regardless if anyone else does. I want to serve you even if I'm all alone. Though others forsake you, I want to give you my faith and trust. Faithfully follow everywhere you go. You are my sun in the morning, my star in the night. You're my manna from heaven, you're my fountain of life. You are my oil, you're my healing, my constant delight. You're my shepherd protecting me. You are my sun in the morning, my star in the night. You're my manna from heaven, you're my fountain of life. You are my oil, you're my healing, my constant delight. You're my shepherd protecting me. You are my guiding light. Well, I want to love you regardless if anyone else does. I want to serve you even if I'm all alone.
Buenos días, mi nombre es José Cisniegas y nosotros aquí la Iglesia de Cristo de Madrid tenemos el placer de tener hoy con nosotros a Maika. Me alegra mucho que en sus vacaciones tenga tiempo para dedicarle tiempo a Dios. Me gustaría mandarle un saludo muy especial a todos los miembros de la iglesia de Barboursville y les decimos que les mandamos un fuerte abrazo a todos. Gracias porque son una iglesia que aman mucho a Dios y gracias por compartir a más que esta mañana.